Alright, welcome YouTube. This is Void of Dusk Gaming, and today I am bringing you Arum again. I've just seen recently that she is going to get a new skin. It is some kind of Chinese one with little lanterns floating around her instead of those lion ghost beast thingies. And I can't wait to get it. So while I have to wait for the skin, I am playing Arum. So what is going on today? This is a video where you see me playing as a solo laner. I'm doing an almost flawless game, so this is more of some sort of a coaching video rather than just simple gameplay. So you can see pretty much how you can play Arum to full extent and in which situation she is really good, in which situations she isn't that good. And here we have a pretty good example of me wasting my 2. But on the other hand, you can see why Arum is so good. She is a mage who excels in melee damage. This does not come from her attack damage that she has as a hero, but that pretty much comes from how good she is in terms of using her one and using her passive. Both these abilities are doing massive damage. As you can see, I'm fighting against Arduin here. He gets really close here, so he was almost down to no health, because what you see is I have those 3 things activated and they are flying around me, and as soon as they hit an enemy and this is going to kill him here, I do damage and I get life as well. So I do get life back, so this is kind of like a lifesteal ability. And for you to know, this lifesteal ability is special because it does not stack with magic lifestealing. So if you have Arcana, and those Arcana are built on lifesteal, and that's what I have at the moment, unfortunately. So at the moment I am buying new Arcana. Every 2,000 gold I have left, and I am saving up money at the moment to get at least like another hero. And as soon as that is finished, I'm going to get another one. And here I underestimated the Arduin's damage, because usually it's quite easy for you to just be there and do damage as Arum. But in this case, I was hard stuck on him. Like I had the feeling that I could take him, but in the end, it did not turn out to be that good. And here you see the second ability, the slow. So yeah, if you take Arcana, which isn't on lifesteal, but rather on the health aspect, Arum will benefit more from that. And I'm going to create a more kind of support tank Arcana page as well, but I have to buy it, and it's not ready at the moment, but I'm going to show you, I think in about 2 weeks or something I can do that. Okay, so what you see in particular at this point is basically just some sort of shoving backwards and shoving forward and backward. Yeah, that would make sense. So we're not really doing us that much. I'm basically just occupying my lane, doing damage to that Arduin, catching him with my abilities. I don't really know what he does at this point. Like I think I did not even try him. I did not even try Arduin once, not even in the hero trial, so I'm not really aware of what he is able to do, and I don't know his scaling, because usually you don't see those many Arduins. I don't know how your region is or what's going on with your servers and your like your ranked gameplay and your profession, but I don't really see many Arduins at all. Like this is not really this is not really working. And here you can see, yeah, I've wasted my 2 again, but it's just too much damage, and you have this damage combined with the sustain is what makes Arum really good. So what you should always keep in mind is basically 2 things. First thing is you should always try to move in a way or position yourself in a way that you hit the enemy with your lions. That's really important. And you have to be aware of the fact that if the enemy is standing too close, your damage won't be there. So you're not doing damage if the enemy is too close to you. It's around 200 to 300 position points. Like you have these kind of points in the game that measure your distance, and that should be, I mean, you can see that these things are kind of a bit away from her. So it's not really around her. Which just means that you have to look at that. Like at this point, I am trying to position myself better so that they hit him. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that you should always hit your 1, even if you already have 3 of those lion heads. Always be aware of the fact that if you hit the 1, you still do damage. So this is something really important, and this is something that kind of helps you dealing even more damage, killing enemies faster. Because while you are a sustain monster, like it's really easy for Arum to be in lane, especially if you are fighting against, let's say, a melee hero. For like this Ardian is a pretty good example. So if I would have fought against like Telenas or something, that would have been more difficult for me because I don't have that range. Like I am not really good at, yeah, and there we go, onslaught. Thank you very much. Never ever do that. Like as you have seen with the Yawn, the biggest mistake against a good Arum player, or even like let's say Arum, is to just walk away in a straight direction. This is going to kill you because this is helping the Arum player to hit you in a perfect line with his abilities. So you should always, if you walk like that, you should always walk like that, or make zigzag moves or something like, but wide zigzag moves. It's easy to step out of this spell that she throws, like this bomb, but you have to be a bit practiced how to do this because it's really easy. And this is like, look at that, the Yawn. And here I catch him, and this is another trick or another like another technique which is a bit more advanced. It's like what I call is like the tower bomb. So what you do, like what your 3 does, is that it basically keeps an enemy in position. So I would call it a snare from other games. So you snare them, which means you hold them at the position where they stand. And what happens next is that every damage that you will do in the next 2.5 seconds, every damage that you will receive is transitioned to the enemy and vice versa. So let's say you have this example of you being full health and you are fighting with your team against 3 enemies. And you manage to get their warrior, like not their ADC, not their mage, but their warrior. And you manage to put the warrior into position using your ult. And as soon as that happens, their mage and their ADC start to attacking you. What's going to happen is that the damage that you would normally receive, which could be enough to kill you, is transferred to the enemy, so that warrior type, killing him. And the other way around is that every damage that the enemy team receives, like the enemy hero that you have snared with your ult, that damage will be, like the damage that you get will be transferred to them, and the damage that they get will be transferred to you. So it's quite bad for your team to attack the enemy hero that you snared, because that just means that you will get full damage and that might kill you. So the ult is best used in situations, and there we go, legendary, is the ult is best used in situations where you can kind of control how much damage that you are going to get. Does that make sense? So if you are receiving loads of damage, that could just mean that you will be killed. Otherwise, what you could do, and I'm stopping Natalia here to save my girl, and that kind of works out, and we go in, and I think that's the first time I'm going to die. No, we catch the Natalia here. Defeat. Yeah, that was a good one to slow here. Okay, so listen up. So this is basically what Arum does, and what you have to keep in mind as soon as you play it with or against her. So it would be best that if she is keeping someone in the position with her ult, that you stop attacking that enemy if you are playing with Arum. That would just be helpful, because that means that Arum has more life, and that also means that Arum can do more damage, because as long as she is in that battle and she is damaging enemies with her lines, and they do scale, like they do get stronger throughout the game. So this means as longer the game goes and the longer or the more levels the Arum gets, the better for your whole team. And this ult is just so, this too is just so powerful. Like I think I killed 3 or 4 people in this game by using my skills and damaging them on the tower. And this is really, really bad, because that's the place where they feel they feel quite safe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die here. And I was still able to do loads of damage. Like this was basically one of my, I think this was one of my first mistakes. I should have hooked the Natalia, because she's doing more damage. So by ulting her, I would have forced, I mean, you have seen that they are still attacking me when I am ulting someone. So what would have happened, like I think what would have happened, is that they would have started to attack me, like the Oma and the butterfly, killing Natalia, which helps me to run away or to get them afterwards, because Oma does not do as much damage as Natalia does. Like Natalia close range is like a really bad shotgun, like in terms of the damage output she does, because she is a true damage dealer. So that's pretty bad if you end up close to her and you're not able to kill her, because what's going to happen if she ults, basically she's going to kill you, which is pretty bad. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, here comes Omar, and he doesn't have a chance, like, for real. And there you see how much damage you can do. And this is like a combo that you can repeat and repeat. Could have ulted him here, but I didn't know who was coming to that battle. And here I'm ulting the Natalia, and what's going to happen, like she's able to get her shield up, which is bad for me. But what happened here, and now the butterfly is going to get me. Like there's not much that I can do against that. Yeah, even with my friend Maganga helping me, there's not much I can do against that, because I was too low. But in the end, your tank and your job is to just shut down the AD carry. That is what you have to do. Your job is to shut down the AD carry or the mage, and your job is to also soak up as much damage as possible. And your team's role is to play around that. Your team is there to get in the backline to get to their squishies. Like if you have a warrior such as like this butterfly, her job is to go left or right through the bushes behind the enemy line and to attack them where they are the most vulnerable. That is what they are supposed to do, and that's what I don't think that we did it that good. I mean, this wasn't a really difficult game, to be fair. And I was playing quite well. Like, I do have days where I just feel I don't know how to play LOL at all. Like, and yeah, this is the first time he avoided my skill, but this is not helping him. Yeah, the butterfly jumped in, but this is just not enough. Like, should have taken the Greaves here. And I'm able to get away here again. So what I'm doing at this point of the game is I'm putting constant pressure on them. That's to force them to fight us, because at the moment, like 9-2, I'm pretty much fed. So I'm able to do loads of damage, and my civility. I'm able to survive quite long. That's what I wanted to say. Survivability? I don't think this word exists. Like, is this English? No, I don't think so. Yeah, so let's put it like that. So I'm able to be in the game quite long. So yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, and this butterfly, I mean, could be that this was like a tank build. We will see that. We will see that afterwards. Like, I don't remember, but yeah, don't do that. And there we go. This is our Dark Slayer attempt. I am sending my bomb to frighten off that Natalia, which pretty much worked. There's nothing that they can do against it. And here I am getting their butterfly. This is exactly what we wanted. I try to hit the Oma with my 2, which resulted in hitting the Natalia as well, giving our butterfly the chance to get close without the Natalia running away. And this is pretty much game. And this is how you end games. Push lanes, get towers, and yeah, end the game. I'm hit by the tower here, by the core, but I don't mind. Like, this is something that I usually do pretty much often. I let me damage. Like, it doesn't really matter. As long as you win the game, it doesn't matter. Like, let that core hit you. If it gives your team the ability to, or the opportunity to hit the core, go for it. Just do it. Oh, and that was a ranked game, so that wasn't too bad. So yeah, here we go. I'm going to show you the stats soon. But anyways, this was my kind of coaching gameplay guide on Arum. You have seen how aggressive she can be. I showed you some of the skills. And if you have any questions, just let me know. And look at that, I was doing more damage than anyone else on my team. So guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the day. This was Void of Dusk Gaming. Please leave a like or subscribe. Bye.